What starts as a simple paperwork errand at the Department of Revenue turns into chaos, unlawful demands, secretive staff, and an arrest that feels more like revenge than justice. He came for titles but left in cuffs. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, because silence isn't always golden.
Title.
Okay, take a look at your paperwork you've got.
All right, so it's actually been applied for.
Okay.
So you guys have the 798s,
Okay.
right? They've never been registered or titled in the state of Missouri before.
Okay.
Period.
May I take a look at
So yeah,
the
here's
paperwork
the yeah. That's just, I don't know what you need exactly, but those are just the registration receipts. There's a total of 8 of them.
All motors?
Yes. So I
You
got
haven't received any of them.
correct. No,
Correct.
have not
Okay.
received any of them. No. I got these letters in the mail. I've been dealing with this for almost 2 months.
Okay.
So I don't know if you need to see any of those or not. I actually just got off the phone earlier with someone back here that hung up on me. So
You're not
figured-
recording, are you?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to. You can't record us in here.
Okay. Well, I am.
I'll be right back.
You're back. Hi.
She has informed me that you're recording.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we do have to ask you to stop recording just because you could potentially pick up other transactions and that would put other customers' personal information
That's
at
your
risk.
responsibility to stop that from happening, not mine. I'm in public property and public view, and that's all open to public observation, obviously.
Okay, we do have to ask you to stop.
Okay, you can ask.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean to you,
No,
but
you're
it's
fine.
it's
give
a
me those. I'll just
misunderstanding.
go
And
look
I'm
at
just
my
trying to
desk.
get my
Okay.
my business done. You know,
Okay.
it's
I
the
am
reason
very
I'm
happy.
recording is because I have to provide some kind of accountability. Unfortunately, because of my experience with DOR in the past, is part of the reason I'm
I'll
doing
go do
this.
this at my desk.
Okay. She doesn't feel comfortable
Hey,
with
that's
being
cool.
recorded.
She can go wherever she
and-
wants. Yeah,
and-
that's cool.
You are potentially
Right.
putting other people at risk, but she will get you taken care of.
Record me all you want.
Yes, and I will.
Yeah, but I want to know who you are,
Okay. Well, I want to know who you are.
and you're not allowed.
You have a name?
You're not allowed to record.
You have a name?
I do have a name.
What is it?
Just like you.
What is it?
So
You're not gonna tell me?
I'm not going to tell you. So you can put me on YouTube and you can do whatever you want, but you do need to leave with your camera on.
No, I don't.
You will, or we're going to have the Capitol Police come and arrest you for trespassing.
Bring him.
Okay.
Bring him.
We'll get a hold of him real quick.
Sure, sounds good. You don't have a name or a badge number or
I
anything?
do.
I know.
I do.
You're not gonna give it to me?
Yeah, you can step outside and talk about it.
No, we can talk about it right here.
I'm sorry.
Hey, get away from me.
Yes.
Can't believe you just got in my face like that. You're gonna learn the hard way, buddy.
Hang on a second. Just have it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think he likes it either. Chief who?
Hey, we can talk out here all you want.
No,
You
I'm
just
gonna
can't
go
record
back in and get my
inside.
stuff.
No, you
I'm
can't
going
record
to,
inside,
so.
but you
Chief
can talk
who?
out here.
Chief who?
What'd you say your name
Chief
was?
who? So you're still gonna refuse?
37. Actually, just tell them
Faces away from me every time he doesn't want to hear what. Don't want me to hear what he's telling somebody. Do you still want to tell me who you are?
So yeah, I will gladly tell you who I am,
Back up.
but
You're just a little too close. It's personal space, you know.
well, you're recording.
Right. From back here.
Yeah. So where are you from?
I'm not telling you that. Listen, they're probably waiting for me in there, so I'm going to go back in there since you're refusing to tell me who you are. Got it? All right, cool.
I'm glad to talk to you.
You got to stand right. Okay.
I
Well, then
just
let's just cozy up, buddy.
I just don't want
let's
you
just cozy up.
I just don't want you
All
to
right, we'll
record
cozy up.
transactions.
Since you don't want to give me my personal space, we'll just cozy right up, won't we?
Let's go outside and talk.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Grab your stuff and
No,
let's
I'm
go
good.
outside.
I'm good.
You don't want to talk with me?
Yeah, I do. From a distance. You're not getting in my face like you just did.
I'm not getting in your face. I'm standing here talking to you like two gentlemen.
This is a normal distance to have a conversation with a perfect stranger. That's what you think, huh?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Is this what
What?
normal to anyone else?
Why is this bothering you?
Because you're 8 inches from my face. That's why.
Did
I'm about to clear my personal space if you don't move.
Are you threatening me?
No, I just told you I'm about to clear my personal space if you don't move.
I'm asking you to not record.
Okay, great. You can ask me
And
all
if
you
you
want.
want to clear your
You can
personal
ask me
space,
all you want.
go ahead and clear your personal space.
No, I'll just let you to continue to assault.
How am I assaulting you?
Do you know the definition of assault? Let's say your criminal investigation. So I'd assume that you know the statutes very well.
I do.
You know what third-degree assault is?
I do.
Placing someone in uncomfortable or offensive situation.
Like
Which is
you're-
exactly what you're doing right
Like
now.
you're doing to all these people here?
By recording in a public building.
Sure.
That doesn't count. Listen.
Why doesn't it count?
Step back. I'm gonna move you if you don't step back from me right now. You understand?
I'm going to stand here while you're doing the transaction because
Move back. This is a normal space for somebody to be.
So
stop moving towards me, okay?
you will
I'm gonna
not
take
put
that
your
as a
hands
threat.
on me again.
Really? Okay. All right. Step up. See
Right.
what happens. Stop. Move back.
You're recording yourself assaulting me.
I'm recording. Look, I'm back into a corner here, and you won't stay back from me. So just stay right where you're at,
I'm
and we'll
having
be
a
cool.
conversation.
All right. All right. We're having a conversation.
Okay.
So you still don't have a name?
I do.
Okay.
So you witnessed him put his hands on me?
Huh?
You witnessed him just put his hands on me?
I did not.
I do want him arrested for assault. He just pushed me back.
He's 8 inches from my face. I have
I've
the
asked-
right
I've
to
asked him
clear
to
my
leave.
space, especially whenever I'm
He's-
tucked
he's
into
trespassing.
backed into a corner
He's
like this.
refusing to leave, so
What's your name, sir?
Sergeant Patterson.
Patterson?
Did you get your business done with the
No,
state?
I don't. I'm still working on it
Okay.
but he won't put his phone down to do
because I don't need to, and you know that.
Yeah, I do know
Yeah,
that. But
he
won't
you can't
identify
touch him, man.
Well, if I got in your face, if I got literally 6 inches from your face right now, you would have the right to remove yourself
I was
from that
standing right
situation. Correct? Yeah. Okay. You do know this is all on video, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So you're gonna sit here and
we
lie to
can-
me?
We can have a copy of it.
Okay. Yeah. If you want.
And it's on video of you putting your fingers right to my face and telling me to step back.
Yes, because
And
you're
gonna
still too
assault me?
close to me, and you're way
I am
further
not
away
too
than you
close.
were whenever you before when you
So you
were
put
6
your
inches
hands
from my
on me
face.
again?
If you approach me the way you did, yes, absolutely, I have the right to defend myself just like you do.
You don't have the right to put your hands on me.
Yes, I do. When you get in my face,
No,
I
you
absolutely do. You want to bet?
I do.
Try it again.
I'm right here.
Okay, and this is cool. But you step close, you step up to me like you did, and yeah, I'm gonna move you again. Do you understand that? It's amazing that
Was
you're
I
in
any
criminal
closer?
investigations.
So I was the same distance.
Nobody, you don't need to get a jury going here. It's all on video. Okay.
I know it's on
These
video.
people are here to do their business like I am,
Right.
and I don't know why you think you need to bring them
But
into
they're not
it.
causing this kind of an issue, are they?
Yeah, you are.
No, I don't think I am.
Okay, are we done now?
No, because
You
I've
just,
asked
you
you.
can just
can't,
carry on.
I've asked you
Just-
that you can't
just go
record.
away from me. Okay,
But you still want to record.
Okay, well, that's not your decision to make. Okay,
Well, we can't
It's
have
not.
recording with
it's not.
the private information we have.
Private information should be protected. If it's not, that's their responsibility.
Right.
Not mine. I'm in
what
public.
transaction are you
I'm in
doing?
public property.
So what
in
transaction
public
are you doing?
accessible areas. It's not your business.
Well,
you can
sure
ask
it
them
is.
if you want. No, it's not.
Are you renewing a plate or?
All right. Are we done here?
No, because you put your hands on me and I want to press charges for that.
Then do it. Here we go.
I'll write out a statement.
Okay. Can we come out here and talk, please?
Well, they've still got. I'm still trying to get this done. You know, if we can talk when I'm done, absolutely. That'd be fine with me.
Okay, now I have to investigate whether or not you assaulted someone or not.
Right.
So I have to get everybody's statement and story on this. I got a lot of witnesses. You got a video.
Right.
Okay. So, I'm not sure what you're attempting to accomplish
Well,
today.
part of the reason I'm even recording in the first place because I've been trying to conduct my business with DOR over the phone. They hang up on me. They don't call me back for 2 weeks. I finally get a hold of them, and they hang up on me, you know? So this is the only way I can provide any kind of accountability is by capturing, having video evidence of the whole encounter.
Okay,
It's a pretty reasonable thing, right?
I suppose so, but
Okay.
I'm still not sure that. Do you feel like it's accomplished now with what you've got going?
What's accomplished exactly?
That your business.
Well, I don't know because I haven't had a chance to talk to this lady about, I don't know where. She's probably got something to tell me. But
Probably been easier just to attempt to do it first.
listen, I don't care. It's
then-
not your responsibility. What's easier for me? Okay, you can pontificate about
may
that
be
till the
going to
cows
jail
come
for
home.
assault.
Oh, really? Okay, all right. Actually, he's the one that assaulted me.
Hey, he didn't
You
touch
should know this. You should know this as a police officer. I don't care if you don't have to touch somebody to
I know
assault
what
them.
4th degree assault.
There you go. There you go. Okay, and you can do that without touching someone. If you get inches from someone's face, that's assault. That's assault. Especially when they're backed into a corner like I am right now. That's assault. So yeah, go ahead, hook him up.
I'd rather
You're not
take
going to?
anybody to jail.
Oh well, if you are, you're taking him.
Because I put my hands on you?
No, because you assaulted me first.
How did I
I have the
assault
right to defend myself.
I didn't
How did you?
assault you?
Can you explain to him what 4th degree assault is?
Yes.
He apparently doesn't know. Seriously,
Can you explain what 3rd degree assault is?
I just did. Also, I'm not the
Putting
law
your hands on me
enforcement.
and pushing
I'm
me
not the
out?
law enforcement officer. Yeah, that's called self-defense. Hate to break it to you. Hate to break it to you, buddy. And it's shocking that you're that ignorant of the law. It really is.
I'm not. Some people are, but I'm not.
You're demonstrating your ignorance of the law right now. Can you? Can you explain to him 4th degree assault, the concept of that, and the concept of self-defense? And if I were to approach you, especially if you're backed into a corner like I am right now, got inches from your face, I would expect you to defend yourself, right? I would, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm sorry this is so difficult for you, especially you. But what are you gonna do?
Well, I know
At this
I-
point, I would like to officially and
I don't
formally
like people putting
charge him with assault. I'm a complaining witness, willing to write a statement, but I'm charging him with assault.
Well, you do what you have to do, but I've
will.
got witnesses out here to know
Okay,
what's
great,
going on.
and I got video.
Right.
All right,
And that video will show what we're talking about.
it sure will.
Right.
You're gonna go away now?
I'm not going away until this officer, we have a talk with you and we can talk outside. I told you we could talk outside, but you don't want to do that.
Yeah, well, obviously, I'm here trying to get my business done.
Is it almost done, man?
I don't know.
I have 8 transactions to run. He's technically only allowed to run 5 at the window at a time, but I will be happy to move these back to my desk because I am not going to be recorded on your phone. I feel very uncomfortable.
I'm
You're
sorry.
invading my privacy and my
You have no
personal
right to
space.
privacy in
I have
public.
every right as a
have
human
no right
to
to
Why
not
don't we
record.
talk
Privacy in
outside
public.
and we can
Can
bring
you
those
take,
transactions
I will be
back?
moving this back to my desk because I refuse to be recorded. Lester, I'll holler at you when I get these done, okay?
I'm obviously gonna need those back.
Can I press charge on him for recording?
Yeah, sure.
So can we talk outside in the hallway, away from the public?
Can we just go out there, man? I'm not trying to. I don't want to arrest anybody.
I
just
appreciate you
want
being-
this to go.
I appreciate you being
Smoothly.
respectful. And I guess as long as they're working on my
I
stuff.
wouldn't, if I was
working on
her,
your
I
stuff.
wouldn't want to be filmed either.
Right.
Well,
Right.
I understand, but
Okay.
if you were me,
I
you
not
would-
even want to be
You would
filmed
also,
right now.
I understand. You would also like for them to actually do their job and
She
provide
seems
you
like
with
she's
the
doing
public
it,
service.
and every
Well,
time
she
I've
may be
come
now.
up here,
She may be now,
they've
but
always-
you
I've
don't
never
know
had any
you don't know
problems.
the issues I've been dealing with in the past. It's been going on 2 months now. I've been trying to get this taken care of,
Okay.
and frankly, they're just people in DOR that don't want to do their jobs. So.
that's probably everywhere, man.
It is, to a certain extent. It seems to be a recurring pattern over here. So,
I'll keep my opinions about all that to
So
myself.
can we
Sure,
step outside
sure.
and talk?
But can we
no,
just go out there, man?
I'm good. I'm good right now. We'll see what becomes of this, and before I'm done, I waited a long time just to get to the window, so I'm not just going to walk
I
away.
get that, man. I gotta wait too, just like everybody else.
They're
does.
being processed now.
Right. Well, they haven't been processed. I need to talk to her, figure out where I stand. Hey, does this guy have a name? He's refusing to identify himself to me.
You haven't told me your name. We've
I
asked you.
don't need to. I don't need to. I'm not the law enforcement
wanna
officer in this
press
situation.
charges,
Yes, I
you're
do.
gonna have
Well,
to.
yes, you're all right, and I will, but not to him right now.
Well, I know that you put your hands on me 2 times.
Okay.
And shoved me back.
Okay.
And
So what are you gonna do about it?
I'm telling the Capitol Police officer.
So what are you gonna do
he
about it?
assaulted.
Well, I'm trying to determine who started what and why.
Okay.
I find that
I'd be
most
happy
of
to-
this was preventable, and that's why
Yeah. It was.
yeah, if you just attempted to do it the right way first,
He's the one that approached me.
that's because she didn't like being.
What makes you think I didn't attempt to do it the right way, quote unquote, the right way first?
I don't know. You didn't.
Because
come
I
here
just got done telling you, I've been trying to handle this for
and
months
sit over the phone.
and over the phone. Yes. Whenever you get hung
tried
up
to come
on,
in.
when you get hung up on, you don't have much of a choice than to come in person.
Correct.
Right.
I agree with
Right.
that. That's what
Okay.
I meant. Did you just try
That's
to
what I'm
come
doing.
in here and do it?
That's what I'm
without
doing now.
filming her?
That's what I'm doing now.
'Cause if you hadn't upset her, she
Well,
wouldn't be
you know
here,
what?
and then
If
this
if I
wouldn't
don't
be
if I don't
happening.
have the experience documented, then it's my word against hers.
I get that.
And I want accountability. Period. That's not
Did you
unreasonable.
ask her?
Ask her what?
Hey, can I film this so that we have?
You know, if
You'd
she
be surprised what
here,
people
here's the
say
deal.
if you just ask them.
If she'd have been nice about it, if she'd have asked me, you know, nicely, person from one person to another, I said, yeah, sure. You know what? Who knows if this is even going anywhere? But if it does, I'll blow your face out. And that, which is a courtesy that I don't have to do, right?
Right.
That she'd have been nice to me about it. Otherwise, she's in public. I'm in public. You have no right to
Yeah, I know.
question.
I know how. It
Yeah,
works.
you know how that works. You know how that works. So there you go. That's where we're at. So what do you want to do? Otherwise, I'm just gonna.
want
I'm just
to
gonna.
go have a
I'm just gonna.
conversation with you without.
And that's
everybody
fine. But like I said, I'm not.
You
I'm not
keep-
giving up my.
obviously you
I'm not
keep
giving up my
going.
seat at the window because
I think
I've
you're in
literally
the
waited.
process of-
I've waited for months to deal with this.
Does she
right?
have everything that you?
I don't know. I don't know because
I mean, did you
she
give
has-
her all your
no,
paperwork for all your transactions?
No.
Okay.
Still don't have a name, huh?
I do have a name.
Okay.
And you
Is it your policy by chance to identify yourself
apparently
when a
don't
member of
have-
the public requests it?
You apparently don't have a
I
name.
bet you it is.
You don't have a name.
I don't have the responsibility to give you my name. Do I? You know. You should know that. Are you that ignorant of the law? Really? Yes or no question?
I'm not.
Okay. So does a member of the public have to identify themselves on request by a member of law enforcement? Do that? Yes or no?
Are we going to talk about the
Yes or no?
assault with this individual?
We can talk about. You can talk about. We can talk about you assaulting me all you want.
We need to go
all
outside
you
and
want.
talk about it. Yeah, come on.
No, you're good. I'm good. I mean, I'm good. Yeah, good idea. Sergeant's a little more. Okay.
Their video. Obviously,
Okay.
I haven't seen your video.
Right. Right.
That does not look too good for you, sir.
Okay. All right.
Because he's never really moves from this spot right
That's
here.
a lie. You need to watch
You know,
the video
I also
again.
got it.
I got it right here.
I know, and I got a witness too that says that he never got up in your face. So
I don't care. There's video.
okay, well,
You know?
you're under arrest.
No.
for
Okay.
fourth-degree assault. So
Okay.
you're gonna have to put your phone down. And
Can I figure out what's going on with my
You'll receive your
transaction here?
titles in the mail in
Oh.
7 to 10 business days. It's all
Cool.
done.
Now, earlier you said something about 5. Is there 5 or 8?
It'll be, there were 8 total.
There were 8,
You
okay.
should have 8 receipts there. All of them have
Because
been
I
received.
just wanted to make sure last time I got those letters. I did the same process and got those letters, right?
They were rejected in error.
Right.
All of the
Okay.
rejects have been fixed.
Perfect.
Everything is cleared up. You'll get your titles in the mail in 5 to 7 business days.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
okay, all right, you ready to go?
You're putting me under arrest?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Here, let me just... For what now?
For third-degree assault.
3rd degree assault.
I've watched you push him, dude.
Punch him or push him? Which is it? Which is it?
Sir, we're not going to argue.
Imagine paying thousands for a legal lease, only to be treated like a trespasser. Deputies swarm, demand ID, and threaten arrest, all for asking, "Who's your manager?" This is what happens when bad info meets bad policing. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, because knowing your rights matters.
Have I broken the law?
Step out of the vehicle, please.
Have I broken the law?
No, but this we're officer safety. We don't know what's in the vehicle.
All right.
I'd like you to step out and we can talk.
Well, this isn't a traffic stop, and I haven't broken the law.
You're on lawful order. Step out of the
This
car.
is not a traffic stop,
Step out of the car.
and I have not broken a law. I'm under arrest? What am I under arrest for?
Disorderly conduct. Get out of the car.
What disorderly conduct?
Get out of the car. We'll talk about it. But right now, you're resisting arrest.
Get out of the car, we're going to drag you out. We're going to break your window, drag you out. So
For what conduct did I do that was disorderly? You witnessed disorderly conduct?
ARS 13-2904.
You witnessed disorderly conduct? Wait, you witnessed disorderly conduct to arrest me? Is there a sergeant here?
My lieutenant's right here.
Okay, you witnessed disorderly conduct to arrest me, Lieutenant? Well, he's saying I'm under arrest. Well, am I under arrest or not? So I'm not under arrest and they just threatened arrest? Okay, I'll agree with you there. Clearly I'm being lawfully detained. Am I under arrest like this officer just said? You said I'm not. Well... Freaking vent's so loud, I gotta... Okay.
Sir, please step out of the vehicle.
No.
Okay.
So I said I'll talk to you.
Okay, do you have any weapons in your car?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Because this is a big difference between us taking you out or not. So you could roll down the window the whole way and let us see your hands.
Okay, you guys have my... You can see my hands. You can see my hands.
This isn't in a good...
Bro.
We're getting to the point where this isn't in a good...
I understand my rights. I know officer safety. Seeing both of my hands right now. If it's a lawful traffic stop. On private property? Yeah, so what am I being stopped for?
You want to talk about why we're here?
I want to know. He said I'm under arrest. And you said maybe. Now, I'm not stopped for a traffic stop, clearly.
You're being legally detained.
Okay, to investigate something. To investigate something?
Yes.
Okay. What are you investigating?
Disorderly conduct.
Okay. Well, it wasn't disorderly. So, what do you want to know?
What happened? What?
I mean, I have on film me just talking to him very, he was not, we weren't agreeing, but it wasn't yelling. There was no threats. There was no threat.
Hand on the window.
This one, the one holding the phone?
Other one. That one. Put it on your window. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, I'm Italian. I'm sorry. Yeah, look, it's literally involuntary. When I talk, it comes up. So I'm not trying to do anything. I always thought that was weird, but it is. Look, I'll roll it down a little more for you. Last night, an employee came in and harassed me about my service dog. That was the start of it all, okay? And he said I needed to have a vest on, which I don't. Their rules say you don't need a vest. This happened at another park, which is why I know. And he's pointed to some sign about fake service dogs and really escalated. I mean, first he came in the room and yelled, like, I was in there by myself. It was like 10 o'clock at night. He comes in the door and says, doesn't even know anyone was walking in. Hey, what's going on in here? Like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, what? And so he's like, you can't have dogs in here, and you can't have your bike up here. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Because my bike, I rolled it up to set up because I was just using the internet. And anyway, man, I told him, dude, you're out of line. You need to go. And by the time I pulled my phone out when I started filming, then he totally changed his demeanor. It was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna leave, right? So then this morning I start texting to try to get the manager's name because I wrote up what happened and I was going to send it to the manager. So security texted me back saying like they got my site number yesterday. So I'm like, okay. So I text him back, hey, can I get the manager's name? And I got all this in here. He printed it out. Actually, that's what's in his hand. I said, hey, can I get the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. He's gonna talk to you at 10:30, whatever. I said, okay, can I please get the manager's name and email address? But no response. Hey man, I got something in writing I want to send him. Can I please get the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. Okay, who's the security guard right now refusing to give me the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. And then, so you can go read the text. This is what they're trying, this is why they called you. Cause I asked him, why, cause I heard them say the sheriff's here. I'm like, why did you guys call the sheriff? And when I was going out to breakfast, I just stopped to ask, I wanted to just get the security guard's name cause I'm going to file all this with their corporate. And, so when I was stopping there, I hear him on the phone saying sheriff's going, and then he goes, oh, I think he's at the door right now. And so he opens it up with this, shit-eating grin. and starts like being real evasive at the door. Like, oh, I told the manager this. I'm like, oh, so you're the security guard? Okay, well, let me get your name. Was not rude, nothing. It's all, I filmed it too. I'm filming every interaction with staff from here on out. Super calm, quiet, just, oh, okay. He wouldn't give me his name, but it was on his jacket. So I'm like, finally, okay, here's your name. What's the manager's name? So then he finally gives it to me. So I did engage him a little bit, like, dude, why was that so hard? Why'd I have to ask 4 times for a manager's name? Like, that's how you treat guests here? And so then he goes, well, the sheriff's going down to talk to you right now. I was like, well, where's the manager? Because that's who I want to talk to. I have no reason to talk to the sheriff. He said, manager's in the office. That's when I came up here. I talked to him. He clearly is taking his lying. His staff says this dog, dude, it's a 6-year-old service dog. This dog charged him, he says, when he walked in the room. Complete lie. 0 aggression. Never had any incidents with my dog, period. So I filmed it. I was walking out, and they freaking acted like I just robbed a bank, and we're going on the radio. He's getting his truck. I'm like, what the fuck? And bro, I'm here. I'm a guest. I pay. I have leaser's rights. I paid $6,500 to be a member in this. I have no disorderly conduct. I haven't done anything other than express how they should be treating guests. And yeah, I have PTSD. Maybe I get a little loud, but there's no threats. There's no nothing. They are the ones that are inflicting emotional distress. They're the ones that are escalating things and real, man, just subversively escalating it, where they can still be like, well, we didn't call you a fucking asshole, but we acted like you were one, and just we're so evasive, we're gonna frustrate the situation so that you become one. So that's where it's at, man.
All right, sir. So the manager wants you trespassed from the property.
I have leaser's rights. You guys don't have the authority to get me off of here unless I've committed a crime.
So, like you said, it's private property. No, you don't.
I have leaser's rights. I'm part of the private property, boss. I got a lease for a $6,500 contract.
Okay, let me talk to dispatch for a second. We can work this out.
Yeah, how about these guys, and how about me and you talk, and these guys just cover?
Do you have your ID by chance, sir?
If I haven't broken a law, I'm not giving you my ID.
No, you're being lawful.
Hey, stop talking to me. Your lieutenant's talking to me. You shit-eating grin.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, look at you. You just want to shoot somebody or beat their ass. This is the kind of cop that we all know is out looking for trouble. We all saw that grin. We know he wants to bust this window and drag me out. This one here too. This one de-escalating, super good. Okay, you can tell why he's the lieutenant. Can these guys look at that face? Just run his plate. Oh, let's just get it. We can get it either way because it's crack. We need his ID. It's crack cocaine, man. We got to get that ID. Here's, look at. We'll see what this one is. No bald head, so a little bit of a.
All right, sir. So
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your lieutenant. Cover, contact. Contact, cover. Okay? Well, you're the only one that's not aggravating me and seems to be level-headed enough. These guys clearly want to escalate, pull me out of the truck and beat my ass, take me to jail. These guys over here just don't want to be wrong and get corporate involved because they already screwed up. I am by myself. I've been a member of this for over 2 years. I haven't broken any laws.
Don't go anywhere. Just wait.
Can I get your name and badge number, boss?
11041.
What's your name? What's your name?
Contreras.
What is it?
Deputy Contreras.
That's him?
Yep.
Thank you, Hughes. Appreciate you being professional. You and the lieutenant, super professional. Those two are going to get you guys in trouble.
Okay.
Everyone can see it on film, man. This will go up. Just, yeah. I know you just walked up. You're 100% cool. These guys already threatened to arrest me unlawfully. Twice. Break my window. You know, the whole cop. Just what every cop does to scare you and tell you, and it's like, it's just ridiculous. It just jacks the situation up for no reason.
You staying over here at the campgrounds?
Yeah, man. I live here. Well, I live in Thousand Trails. I'm a full-time member.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know how this program works. It's kind of like a timeshare with RVs. You travel around full-time and go park to park. There's like, I don't know how many. They're all over the U.S. Pull me out of my truck when I haven't even done anything. What was your name and badge number real quick? I didn't get yours.
my first name is Patrick, last name is Bame, 10337.
All right, thank you.
So do you Do you camp here, or
I full time. I'm part of this.
Okay,
I was
so
just
you're
telling
full-time.
him this is like a timeshare for RVs.
Okay.
You buy a membership in. You can ranges from like 6,000 to 16,000, and then you pay yearly dues, and then you travel full time through the system throughout the U.S.
So it's kind of like a landlord tenant.
Yes.
Thing. Okay.
I would say that would be the closest thing.
Okay. Because my understanding was you were just a camper.
No.
Staying for.
I have a contract for a lifetime membership in this
How long
park.
have you been?
Over 2
staying
years.
here?
Oh, this park? Just
Yeah.
last night I got here.
Oh, just last night.
But I've been in the system for over 2 years.
What system?
They're 1,000 Trails.
Okay. So
Right.
Okay.
Like I mean, it's, I don't want to give you like the whole pitch, but it's like 3 different park things. 1,000 Trails covers them. There's RPI, Encore. I mean, it's basically, to sum it up, it's like a long-term lease agreement where you get to move your RV onto their properties around the U.S.
Okay. So so it's one big.
1,000 Trails is
corporation.
the one that I'm a part of. They have, so that's for all intents and purposes, that's who I signed a contract with.
Okay.
Yes, 1,000
And
Trails.
You
And
live here. You're gonna live here permanent.
No, I travel in their system full time.
Okay.
So you go 3 weeks and you travel park to park. That's how it works. That's why it's like a timeshare, because you're not. You can come back. Like I can go somewhere else and then just come right back here, but you just stay, and then you do 1,000 Trail. You're just in their system the whole time though.
That's interesting.
It is. I mean, for
So-
RVers, it's pretty awesome, but.
So did everybody kind of explain why we were here in the first place?
Well, I had to figure it out. No, this I when I came out of basically because I said the word escalate in a text is what it's coming down to. Because I asked him what was threatening. When I have it all on film too, like videotape my whole interaction with him in the office, so he can't say like his employee did. He can't lie and say my dog or me charged him.
Would you mind me explaining why we're here? The call we got.
Oh yeah, no, great.
So, and just try to put yourself in our shoes.
I will.
Coming into this.
I will
Fine.
try.
Okay. So we're getting told that there's a threatening call. Okay. That there's a male subject, yourself, described as yourself, described in your truck.
Okay.
That had threatened a security guard last night and was getting into his face last night.
Did you ask what he did to threaten him?
Just hold on.
Okay,
This is
sorry,
the
you're right.
call-
I'm
this is
sorry.
the
Let me
call
shut.
we're
Let me shut up. Yeah.
So, us as deputies are responding because now we're being told that there's another male subject, such as yourself, back at the gate, being disorderly, everything like that. Okay.
It's on film, just so you know.
I'm,
But yeah,
I'm sure it
I
is,
know.
but again.
Yep,
we're-
I hear you, bro. I hear you. You were pulling away as I pulled up, but yeah.
Okay. So, we don't know exactly what's going on. Okay. All we know is that there was a disorderly individual going around,
Reported, yeah.
being disorderly, yelling, threatening people. Okay. So disorderly conduct is basically making unreasonable noise, using language that provokes another,
Threats, yeah.
or serious disruptive behavior. Okay.
Sure.
So obviously threatening, everybody understands what threatening is. Basically, I threatened to hurt you or whatever, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess I have a big question though, because that happened last. Oh, go ahead.
Give me one
Okay,
second,
yeah.
and I'd be happy to answer that for you. Okay. So us coming in as blind, we don't know exactly what is going on, right? So we are told that there's you now at the office, unknown what's going on over there. Okay, so we come in, we
Okay.
see you pulling out.
So they definitely jacked you up.
Okay, so
yeah.
at that point,
I'm seeing now how this happened.
if somebody's driving away from, say, a domestic violence situation,
Okay.
we can stop that vehicle.
Yeah.
We have reasonable
Yeah.
suspicion to detain that
So
vehicle.
that's how you guys are coming to this. Like
And
like you don't know if there's a dead body in there
We have no idea. Okay? We don't.
because of how they're telling you. Because this is what I'm saying. This morning to even call you, why was you called? Because I didn't have any interaction with
Have you ever
any
played a
staff
telephone
member.
game before?
Well, yeah, but that's not my problem.
I
That's
know.
them
I know.
jacking stuff
I
up.
know, I get that. But you played that game before?
Yeah.
Where one person
Yeah.
says one thing and it goes down the line?
Yeah.
So now these people tell our dispatch what's going on. Our dispatchers are trying to type it in and tell us at the same time what's going on, so things might get lost in translation.
Okay.
So we have to react with what's coming in through the radio and on the screen of a disorderly male subject that has been threatening in the past. We see you leaving. We stopped you. Okay? This
Okay.
is technically it is a traffic stop.
Well,
Because
is it?
again, we need to detain The suspect,
to stopping a vehicle, but it's not a lawful traffic stop.
It is, because we are detaining
You're detaining an individual. You're not creating a traffic stop where I broke a law, right? You don't know if a law is broken. You're investigating.
We have reasonable suspicion.
Reasonable suspicion.
That a law was broke. That's why you're detained.
Yeah, I got that.
So when a law enforcement officer...
But coming out telling me I'm under arrest when you see no weapons, don't see me being disorderly, and tell me you're going to bust my window and jacking it up, that's pretty freaking out of line, dude.
Let me explain that, okay? So when we ask you, please step out of the car...
And I don't have to. If I haven't broken the law or I'm not on a traffic stop, that's MIMS, right?
Pennsylvania versus MIMS is a driver has to step out of a vehicle
on a lawful traffic stop.
Which this is a lawful.
This is not a lawful traffic stop. We can disagree on that. Go ahead.
Let's agree to disagree. Okay.
Fair enough.
So,
if you could tell me the traffic violation that I had to encounter,
it doesn't have to be a traffic violation.
It does. Okay. I believe it does. Or you have to witness me breaking the law. Okay. Right.
It's reasonable suspicion to detain.
I know. Okay, I agree. I'm sorry. So, I'm still jacked up and I'm still defensive. I'm really not trying to make it worse.
I'm just trying to talk with you, and
I know you are, and I appreciate it. I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to get my side in a little bit, so because it's on film and you know this where this is going. Yeah.
Okay, so when we ask people to step out of a vehicle and they refuse, that's refusing a lawful order.
If it's a lawful order to be given, but let's leave that alone because we're done with that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you refused. That's why we told you were under arrest.
Yeah, but it wasn't a real arrest, and we're done with that, right?
So understand that's why we're here. That's why we're detaining.
Okay, that's why you called.
That's why we're talking with you.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
So talking with them.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's probable cause to arrest you for disorderly conduct.
I would agree with that.
Okay, 100%. I agree. All right. Now.
Or trespass.
They say they want you trespass. However,
they don't have the right.
That's why I'm talking to you, trying to figure it out. Okay.
You're going to need to get corporate and the property owner involved.
It sounds like you have bought basically a piece of property and you're living on it temporarily. Okay. To us, that sounds more like a landlord-tenant thing.
That's the closest I
don't know, and I'm going to be honest. I don't know.
I agree. It's a weird one for me too. I don't know how to explain it.
It's a big civil.
But I know I have rights. I have a contract. I've made my payments. I'm up to date. I know all that on that side for them to be able to say anything on that. So I have a contract in my thing, and you know.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call our county attorney and explain all this to them, and because I want their help in determining what's going to be the best solution for everybody.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
I mean, I don't know what they would have in it, but I wouldn't mind hearing what they had to say in a way. I know it's really only looking to jack me up, but I'm pretty confident in my standing, so I'm not really worried about it.
We're not looking to arrest you at all.
Not even arrest, just trespass. Just if they had, you know, like to do that means you're looking to further it to see if you could come back and trespass me because the attorney says you could. That's where I'm saying you're going with it.
We still have to figure it out.
And so I understand as a cop, you're really not looking for my best interest by doing it, but I'm also pretty good at standing on my own 2 feet and say, hey, whatever. If I thought I was wrong, I'd leave. Okay. I mean, I'm a man, dude. I'm 50 years old. I got wheels on my house.
I didn't the reason,
Corey, the reason I'm staying is because I have a right to stay and I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay. And we're going to figure that out, Corey. All right,
Corey, I apologize. I made a mistake in saying that.
I really appreciate that.
Disorderly conduct, but there is a crime being investigated regardless.
I totally get it.
New information is not disorderly conduct. It could be trespassing, like you said.
Well, yeah, I appreciate you apologizing for the way you came up. It was pretty freaking aggressive, and yeah, it would have went sideways real quick. I would have lost, but it would have just been bad, dude. I'm not that kind of guy. It doesn't work for guys like me, man. Like, I understand. I know what you guys are taught. I just wish you guys would look at videos online and realize the way things are going from the way you're taught. It's bad news, man. Like, there's too much evidence out there now to show what good policing is and bad policing. And like I said, you could always shoot me. Like, dude, you don't need to tell me you're going to bust my window out and do all that. You can always do that later. I didn't present a gun, a weapon. I'm not trying to be threatening with you guys. I know you guys, I didn't realize how bad they made it look, but I knew you guys were coming in on a little bit of bad information after he told me escalating there made him feel threatened. When I'm talking about, like, filing a lawsuit or contacting corporate. But that's big of you. I don't want to give you a freaking earful. I appreciate that. Since this is probably going to go online, I'm not going to divulge any personal information, but yeah, I'm not really retired necessarily. I'm gonna have to work eventually again, but I'm on a long sabbatical.
It's something you roll in hot.
I mean, I kind of get it. I just,
By the time we get it
I
from
don't know,
dispatch,
man.
it sounded like you were yelling right now in front of the office, and that's why we came in so hot.
okay. I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't at all. I actually wanted to leave in there. The guy kept trying to get me to look at the email on my phone. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not going to turn my freaking video off until I'm out of this office and away from you guys, because I don't trust any of you. And now I know why. I mean, it was good of me to do because I see what they did.
That's also why we stop people and we speak to them before we do anything.
I mean, I get it, dude. I know I'm not a small guy. I know. I'm like, I don't even try, and people tell me I'm intimidating. Like, it's actually kind of frustrating because I really just like being left alone. And I got PTSD, so if I get upset, you just kind of, your shoulders go back, and it's like, but dude, I'm not putting hands on anybody. I'm not freaking, like, that's just, again, I'm old. I've been through that shit and I'm done, man. It's just like, I'll put it on paper and end up getting some money out of it in the long run. I'm not going to go do something stupid like over a freaking campground dickhead staff member. But I mean, I kind of get, dude, like I said, I do understand the way they train you, how you act, but dude, you could get a one-up with a cop when I was growing up. If you had, I mean, he'll take his badge off, fucking duke him with you. You can't do that anymore because there's cameras. I understand it, but like, cops didn't mind going hands-on. It wasn't a big deal to fight. You subdue someone. It wasn't always about fucking the bat belt where you just got to like break windows, stun him. It's like, dude, I'll just whoop your ass. I'll just train and beat your ass. Like, if you want to do that, and if you need to, you pull out your equipment and use it. But like, it's really sad how cops, not saying you guys are some pretty meat eater type, cops are just such pussies that they freaking jack stuff up because they get scared, literally scared. They're not even just there to put it in control. Taking a situation in control, dude, that's what you're there for. But being scared when you get there to do it, not you, again, I'm just saying like in general, police, it's scary to see what we see online, man. It's what is like 90% of problems, where I think if cops were just more confident in their hand skills, where they knew, dude, I'll just choke this guy out if I need to. I don't have to like worry about it. If he doesn't have, I mean, cops used to take on dudes with knives. One guy would come, blindside him, fucking run right through him like a train, knock him on the ground. 2 or 3 cops would just jump on top of him, spread his arm out, throw it in an arm bar. It was done. Like, I've seen that. Dude, I grew up in Southern California. That was policing back in the day. And it's just trippy to see how it's changed. And now it just escalates so freaking quick, man. No cop wants to like just, wait and see, like, oh, I can take this dude. I'll let him see if he's going to get out of line for a second. They just instantly think he's already out of line, and I'm going to do, I'm going to take it to level 10 and put him in cuffs. And like, as a citizen going into it, knowing that's your mentality, it's frustrating too. Because like, honestly, like I said, I'm really glad this lieutenant showed up, because it 100% would have went south if just these 2 guys were here. I wouldn't have got out. I mean, that's just how it is. I know I didn't break the law. And I would have filed a civil lawsuit. Again, I would have lost in the short run and won in the long, but, it's just how it goes. I mean, just out of curiosity, if I am detained and he says this is a traffic stop, which it's not, hasn't a reasonable amount of time been conducted at this point? You guys know, I mean, I'm not disorderly. If you're going to trespass me, you can always email me or come by my campsite. Is there a reason that I still need to stay here? Can I go get breakfast?
Well, reasonable time would be, we're still working out the situation.
Isn't it 20 minutes for a traffic stop?
There's no specific time. It's just reasonable time. And if they're still working on it, a reasonable time.
I mean, I feel like after his conversation, what exactly are we waiting on, I guess, is like, it's been about 10 minutes since he said, hang on a second.
He's talking to Lieutenant.
And what? Here we go.
Okay. All right, you're free to go.
Okay.
What we're going to tell them is this is kind of a big civil issue,
Mm.
and that you guys need to basically figure it out, court, through eviction.
And just stay away. I mean, I already texted them saying I don't want to talk to any staff, everything in writing, and they can do the same.
What I'm going to tell you is don't talk to them. Stay away from them,
100%. Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Please tell yes. Trust
that-
me, I'm on that.
The fact that you recorded
Yep.
that interaction,
Yep.
okay?
Yeah.
Because that helps with whatever side. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you, you don't have to,
Yeah.
would you be willing to show me the recording?
Yes. I will show you the recording of in here.
Of the
Now that we're done, you've released me and we're good to go. I'll shut off my phone and
You're 100%
I'll
free
just
to
show
go.
you so that you can get the tone of what was going on in there. And anyone watching this, if I never come back, you know why.
From a legal lease to a public office, 2 citizens, 2 locations, 1 common problem: abuse of power. When officers act on ego instead of facts, even routine errands turn hostile. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, because rights don't vanish under pressure.